Go to have a conversation about mental health now, shall we? Because it's Mental Health Awareness this week. So a lot of Essex organisations and charities have taken part in various projects and workshops, and we've spoken about the increased need for mental health services in all walks of life around the county numerous times on the programme recently. Tonic Music provide mental health support to ensure people continue to professionally and recreationally engage in music. For 3 nights this week, they've been to the Cliffs in Southend, raising awareness of mental health for people front of house and backstage at their shows. Jeordie Shenton is the programme's coordinator for Tonic Music. Hi to you, Jeordie.
Hi there, thank you for having us.
No worries. So what's been happening in Southend this week? What have you been doing?
Yeah, so we were invited by the Cliffs Pavilion to provide our mental health stand across 3 nights at the Cliffs Pavilion for each of their shows, because there's multiple shows each night. And this all came about originally because we accompanied the Happy Mondays on tour, and a few weeks ago we were at the Cliffs Pavilion, and then they were so lovely, particularly Oliver Stacey, to invite us to provide this stand for Mental Health Awareness Week.
And what does Tonic Music do? Where do you come in? There's so much there's so many groups, charities, organisations rising to what has been described as a mental health crisis in this country. Where do you come in to try and alleviate that?
Yeah, so we fit in perfectly, particularly with the Cliffs Pavilion, because we aim to establish good mental health within music communities. So our focus is very much on music, and we provide mental health support across 3 programs. So we have the Tonic Rider program, which provides support to people in the music industry. We have the Never Mind the Stigma program, which provides mental health support to music fans. And then more recently, we've launched Tonic Futures, which provides mental health support to music youth. So youth organisations, youth projects, and music colleges, all with a focus on music. So very much when we attend gigs and festivals across the UK, we're there on hand to provide mental health information, advice, support, both to the people attending, the fans, and to those backstage working, whether that be the artists, the touring crew, the venue or festival themselves.
Well, we'll touch on the actual industry itself, Jeordie, but from a wider perspective, just getting music to people, that can be, we've all got songs that we like to play to make us feel a bit better. So you're just trying to tap into that a little bit as well, I guess.
Yeah, so it's all really about the benefits of music for mental health. So particularly when people recreationally engage. I mean, we've seen the past few nights with the array of shows we've been at, how powerful music is. People come to a gig, they enjoy the experience. The music is very meaningful to them. And also as well, we've been very much talking to different music organisations across Southend for this week. So we've been visiting, for example, the Pink Toothbrush, Save Our Souls Records, Carmel Records, Fives Records, Morley's Music. So, particularly record shops and instrument shops and other venues where there is a combination of people who work in the industry, but also people who are engaging, because these particularly, like I said, like record shops they're hubs, they're music communities, they're where people engage in music. They may talk about their mental health with regards to music. So very much so for us, it's about looking at our area, people we work with as a music community. So both those working and both those, it's sort of more on a hobby aspect.
And when it comes, Jeordie, to the actual industry itself, finally, I mean, how tricky is it for musicians performing? And sport is a grassroots level, but I'm not sure if that translates to music. But, when you're playing the small venues, how tricky is it for musicians to travel all over the place, do what they love on a daily basis and try and make ends meet? And what impact can that have on that individual or band?
Yeah, very much so. So it's a big impact, particularly within the industry. So we know kind of the common issues that are occurring at the moment, like the effects of like streaming in terms of the poor revenue, in terms of venues closing down at a grassroots level, in terms of the impact of touring, in terms of both sort of the political situation, but also the economic situation. all these things, it requires money to be able to produce music, whether that's sort of on stage or in a studio. Particularly at a grassroots level, this is getting more and more difficult because of venues closing down, because of festivals closing down as well. I mean, so the opportunities for musicians to be able to showcase their work is becoming less and less viable. It's very, very difficult out there. And not just for the artists, like I said, the crew, the touring crew as well, the roadies, the people working at the venues, the people working at festivals, all across the industry. And that's where we have expertise in the team to provide that mental health support, because our mental health professionals are from the music industry themselves. We have psychotherapists, we have counselors, we have mental health nurses and psychiatrists, and that's really important. And I think very much so, Clis Pavilion kind of recognised that. They've been so accommodating across our week. The whole team at Clis Pavilion have been really, really fantastic. All the attendees, all the fans we've spoken to, we've had some amazing conversations about the power of music. And in particular, we mustn't forget as well that when we talk about music communities, we are talking about, diverse groups. It's not, music isn't just, say, for young people, but, also older people as well. So last night we're working at Sensational 60s Experience show. And again, the people talking about their experiences with music, going to like Led Zeppelin shows 40 years ago, or going to see the Beatles, how powerful music is. And let's not forget that for artists, for crew, for pretty much everyone working in the music industry, music is very beneficial to their mental health. So that we want to ensure that sort of continues in terms of their professional engagement. We're just aware there are particular pitfalls within this industry that are quite unique compared to other industries.
Jeordie Shenton, we'll leave it there. Programmes coordinator for Tonic Music.